Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Thea 2, The Shattering, where today we are rebuilding. This is like the most unshattering we could possibly be doing. So you can see here, we're going to be able to produce the rune bone necessary for a playground made entirely of magic bones, which is definitely a place children should be. In 6 turns, get some pretty good crafters working on the task. And then 2650 crafting points isn't going to take very long. We're going to be able to get this playground established actually very quickly. Let's talk about objectives. We got to win this game at some point. So we're making moves. We're heading toward having a second level 4 building owned. Having 20 followers is a thing that should be totally doable, but we've been gaining people very slowly. Sometimes you just gain people way more slowly than other times. Not a ton we could do about it, to be perfectly honest with you. We do need to push with some more factions. I mean, we're doing something. We're somewhere with some factions. Scavengers are 20. Like, Scavengers and Slavian shouldn't be too hard to push up. The Shadowkin thing totally could happen if we just get that Dark Spirit, Light Spirit event a couple of times. Water Demons are high, but I don't know. The Stingers, we have a village for them. We could just go and give them lots of stuff. I don't think that's going to be too hard. Really, the middle line is going to be the tough thing. We either need to get 3 additional races, and remember, all the different kinds of demons, I think, only count as 1. Demon is a race. It's not like a Bogbius and then a house demon are different things. So this would not necessarily be super easy to get. If we push ourselves up to 50 with the dwarves and the elves, we could get a dwarf and an elf child to take us to 6. Then we just, like, fingers crossed, hope to get... I don't know, we don't have an animal. It's like Beast is a race. I don't know. This is going to be tough. The fact that we haven't been getting children is making things harder, for sure. You know, ordinarily, you just, like, find kids all the time when you're walking around and stuff. We have kind of an awkward group of people, is part of it. All of our women are human. Sorry, human or orc. All of our men are goblins, and I'm assuming that's what's leading to the lack of breeding events. But we have definitely had 2 human women get the Cabbage Patch event on many occasions. We're just not... The thing's just not firing. Nothing we can do about that, as far as I'm aware. So... I guess let's build a school. Let's like maintain focus here. We should probably give somebody the Spiky Codex because it's very powerful. Although it's only very powerful, it very powerfully scales on mysticism. And then it's made entirely out of what a good item. If we can get this this child to grow up into a shaman, we're gonna have a powerful purple challenge fighter, and then we might actually be able to clear some of the area around our base. So I guess for right now, let's just hit next turn. We're cooking some relata, we're gathering some stuff, we're doing some research, and we're surviving. This is the most important part. Well, I don't know. Winning's pretty important, but surviving is also important. Okay, she's made a lot of relata. We could probably pull her off of that now. So we have 107 of those. We have a lot of things. Where are we at on food? Are we like... Yeah, we're totally okay for morale for the moment. We don't... Yeah, I guess we could stand to get some more mushroom bake, because we actually do have the parts for it. We need more fish. We're gonna need some more grilled fish as well. In fact, maybe get to work on that. Grill me up some fish, then we'll bake some mushrooms. And also, you know, all the other important stuff is happening. So we don't have anybody gathering fish right now. You could probably stop with that. We could probably put him on fish duty. Okay, and this should be the end of the bone if I'm not mistaken. Yep, okay. I think we're pretty good on food types for the moment. We need more meat so that we can grill, but It's going to be a minute. We don't have an easy source of meat. Okay, 2 turns on that, and you can help with the gathering of, let's see, we don't need mushrooms so badly. I guess you could just help get fish. You can get a lot of fish very quickly this way. Alright, this child's stats are going to be extremely good. So did we get a... Okay, we did. We did get a full value school. 4.5 stat points is a pretty big deal. Like, look at that. We've got to be over the threshold for pretty much everything. So we can give the kid a dog. Look at those stats. They're beautiful. Alright, what do we need to be doing now? What next? It might be worth, let's see. So we have the playground, we have a school. Our school's not high level, right? Didn't we built kind of like a middling school? Yeah, it's fine. We could definitely make a better warehouse. Yeah, I'm definitely not too worried about the 6 level 4 buildings requirement. We will have that. So we have an advancement point here. We build ourselves... What else do we want? What do we even want to put up in town? Kind of want to make a crop field. Just like vegetables every turn. Vegetables is a food type we don't naturally have, so it's a little bit more low effort morale that we don't have to constantly tend to with the cooking. We could grab Wishing Well and Crop Field. Yeah, sure. And I know that people have suggested that the crop field is related to the Cabbage Patch event. That doesn't seem to be the case in Thea 2. I think it was in Thea 1, which might be part of what's catching people. Okay, that makes a level 4 crop field. Vegetables, I'm not too stressed about the pet. I'm just trying to make sure we hit that threshold. And we don't really have a lot else to do with our mithril. Yeah, I'm fine with this. That is a really easy build. So we can get some herbs. You know, we'll need some more wood eventually. Okay, do we actually want to build a wishing well? I certainly don't think we need a wishing well, but maybe it's worth having. It's like if we build it out of reasonably good materials... We certainly don't want to just be adding tier 1 metal, stone, or gems. We want something that's going to produce at least tier 2 resources. If we were to go a little harder on this and like go get some pure stone, wow, that doesn't even get us to tier 4, really. Also, I'm a little surprised that we don't have tier 2 stone available with this much stone essence in that. If we did like, what would we need to make this a little bit better? If we did it like that, we could get a tier 4 version of this building. It would still only add, multiple tier 1 resources. Ugh, the Wishing Well's not good. It's not a good building. So we could just do this. Sorry, not that. Quartz? That's okay, I guess. Doesn't actually make a difference here. I guess we should hold off on spending the quartz because we have to go out and gather stone every time we want to use stone, but we have lots of different kinds of wood. This feels not worth the effort to me. A tier 2 gem resources. And we would be slowly accumulating like topaz and ruby. And maybe that's worth it. The cost of doing this is pretty low. We'll just jam this thing out real fast. You will just barely not get us down to 1 turn. Boy, it sure would be annoying if we made a trash quality I'm actually really surprised at how high the trash quality chance on this is, given the level of crafting skill that we have. Thanks in part to how good, like how powerful the village is. It's kind of wild. But, you know, establishing income buildings, I guess turn 400 is maybe like a little bit late. Okay, so where are we at on the kid? The kid still has a while to go before growing up, right? 29, okay. So we probably are still not really in a place to consider attacking the Lightbringer spawners. So what are we going to do for the moment? What can we do that will be helpful toward our goals? We could go get some better materials. We're already working on research. So we can continue advancing, unlock some more building designs maybe. Like, we definitely want the trading post. The trading post is a completely trivial level 4. I guess one thing we could do is organize an expedition to go and pull up any nearby terrain artifacts. I think we've scoured this island of them already. There are advancement points to be had in clearing the ruins nearby, so that's a thing to think about, I suppose. But we're probably going to have to go to another island if we want terrain artifacts, and that is going to be the quickest way to continue gaining advancement. We can also push forward on our various quests, which we probably do want to do. I'm just a little, hopefully, understandably, a little bit leery of leaving the village undefended. And I would love to take the Goblin Shaman with us. Like, if we could blow these two things up, like get the Shaman developed, blow these two things up, and then have the travel group be the Shaman and the Hunter and Amalia, maybe. Leave everybody else back for defense. So we probably don't need both OL and Gromislav. Yeah. It feels like we just want to sit around for a while. We don't really have materials. Like, if I wanted to keep building stuff, I'd probably have to... It'd probably be wise to go out and get some more obsidian, or maybe spend some advancement points on wood refining. Because we have the materials to make ancient wood. We have tons of materials to make ancient wood. And then with bone and wood, we'd be able to make a lot of interesting things. I guess right now, the most important thing we can be doing is gaining advancement points. And I mean, we're doing our best. So, gather stuff and wait. Doesn't feel great, but I think it is actually... 29 turns is a long time, though. Yeah, do I actually want to sit here for 29 turns? No, absolutely not. I want to go adventuring. All right, let's put together a minor party. And by minor party, I mean the same party we've been using. All right, pass us 30 days of food. And where's the wood? Nope, normal wood. Here we go. 30 days of that too. Why not? And the boat probably would be a good idea, and then I think that's it. We have gathering tools on us already. Yeah, I think this is all we want to take. We're not going out to do trade or anything. This party has an acceptable, not awesome carrying capacity, and we probably just want to go to Orc Island and try to make friends, I think. Try to make friends and maybe do a little bit of gathering, but mostly try to make friends, because I think that's a thing that's going to be important to us. We should probably bring the Orc Crafter, actually, if we're going to do that. Hold on. It just seems like a good idea to have an Orc around for this task. Okay, there we go. So we want to get the good options in all of the you met some orcs on the road type challenges, and also when dealing with the orc settlements. Does that leave the village too undefended? Let's hope not. It's definitely something I'm concerned about. This does give us more carrying capacity as well, which is nice. We can maybe bring home a little bit more stone. We could just refine the obsidian ourselves out there. Observe the storm. Call out to it. You know the deal. You know how this goes. It's weird how many Viatroviaks get stuck out at sea. You'd think that would be a thing that they would be good at avoiding. So Divine Word... So this is kind of a weird thing, right? He gets energy scattering from his demon thing. It's a 1.6 scalar on Perception, Wisdom, and Destiny. This would give us Energy Disturb, which is the same skill but at a lower level, so less good. Retaliation's not awesome, but guess we take that over the other thing? You two are definitely just taking yellow stats. And you know what? Wits on the orc might have been a good idea. Yeah, sure. A luck increase on the kid, why not? She already has outmaneuver, apparently. Luck increase on the kid, I think, is usually a pretty good move. You don't want to have the stats to hit the threshold for a class and then fail the luck roll. Especially if it's a class that's as important to us as this purple one is. Should we stop and chill with the stingers? Oh, you know what? If we made friends with the stingers and they let us recruit a beast, that would count toward our races. We should probably try to do that. I want to land in such a way that I'm not going to get jumped by a bunch of stinger groups already. Try to speak with them. That's right, we can't actually make friends by talking with the village. We really do need, like, stinger events to show up. I don't have any trade value, never mind. I didn't bring any trade stuff, because I thought I wasn't going to need it. So we can interact with these groups. Bribe the stingers with our valuable food. Boy, we don't have a lot of anything. I wish there was an easy way to be like, give them 5 of each thing here. But we're gonna massacre our morale if we trade with them. Yeah, we're totally reliant on just getting the events. Well, that's crummy. Back in the water, then. That is totally information that I had and would not have needed to be refreshed on if I wasn't playing this very slowly over the course of a couple of weeks. Now, I believe we have not explored the entirety of this island, right? So there could still be some terrain artifacts around. Why don't we get on shore here? Oh, right, there's a nest of hostile beasts. We should probably deal with this, right? Let's get on shore here and try to do work and stuff for the scavengers, see if we can't get ourselves to a, this should be trivial. I should be able to win that flawlessly, I would think. Maybe we should take that as a manual. 16 damage with 43 health. Yeah, that's not really that scary. So what's your first strike is 22 now? And we can attack on 8.5 with Ghostly Axe. That's pretty good. It's not fast enough, but it's fast. Let's go ahead and put down the goblin. Right here. And then also 7.6 on the Ice Spike. I think I want to establish her in the corner behind the goblin, You know what? She's actually physically tougher than the hunter is. Never mind. Okay, they do have Strength of the Swarm going for them, and some of them are acting very quickly. Now we can, of course, summon the werewolf, and the werewolf, in theory, should be pretty powerful. So there are 4 of them, and they're all the same cards. They're all going to come down and have Strength of the Swarm and hit for a whole bunch, but thankfully, I remembered to build armor. So this decreases delay of wounded ally and boosts their combat attributes. I'm assuming we can't use this on people who are full health. I do wish that the meaning of wounded was a little clearer. So this attacking at 9.6, if we increase... Yeah, it's a little bit too slow to have much of an effect, unfortunately. If we play it right here, and just do a speed up... Yeah, like an Inspire. That'll probably let us get OL in underneath it. Then we'll have 1 action point left and we won't be able to do anything with it. Let's see, I'll hit that guy and bump him up to 11.8, which will in fact let OL attack first. So we'll do 47 damage to him before he gets his attack off. We're going to get hit a bunch. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think we're okay. It's really nice that that's the one they played a second copy of. Yeah, we're a lot tougher than we used to be. So let's see here. I'm allowed to attack whoever I want. Yeah. Let's just remove targets from the table. Okay, and then that guy's dead before he gets another move, so we don't even take any actual health damage. It sure is nice having real armor. And hey, also meat. It's like giant possum meat, so I don't know if that's a thing you actually want to eat. It has good minerals within, but you also see bat droppings. I mean, whatever. Let's just get it over with. Ooh, a ruby gathering tool. It's actually pretty good. A decent steel crafting tool, some bone heavy armor that I wouldn't use, and bat knowledge. Am I cursed? I remember being cursed. Well, I don't want any of this. Frankly, nor any of this stuff. Like this group doesn't want to carry all this garbage around. So you'll take all this stuff, and then also 4 of this meat I found. Except I can't do math. It was 6. I don't know, man. I was looking at the number and there was a 4 in it, and I was like, well, that's a pretty shape. Yeah, I didn't even remember that we were cursed. Okay, all of the animals in the area immediately zeroed in on us. Fine by me, I guess. It doesn't really affect us. Wow, that's a lot of enemies. Fortunately, it's a lot of very low health enemies. Yeah, like, we should have no problem killing all the ones they can actually put on the table and then destroying the other ones while they're still in the hand. Okay, can we help you with anything? Filthy Gobbos. Alright, well... wow, just accepting that quest was worth a remarkable amount. We'll go and have a chat with the goblins. A huge spider queen who's sitting atop a wagon, several smaller spiders. Yeah, do you guys need anything? Listen, I am all about helping out spiders. Yep, blood bones in the nest, right. I will go and do my best for you. So that right there, that is exactly the kind of event that we need to occur. Gather wheat, and then we should move the research people over onto research creature. Frankly, we could probably accelerate this a little bit. we have a lot of opportunities to get some stuff done here. I don't even remember what all of these markers are. Okay, that's the Red Ridge dudes. These are the goblins. Goblins are known to respect your domain. Try to reason with them. Yeah, that should work, probably, right? But we don't actually get a goblin option for having our goblin with us. Wow, really? Minus 48? Hold on, that's gotta be a bug, right? We leave and give you this token of our friendship. Spirits be with you. Like, this is a friendly result. Our goblin rep should have gone up, not down. Minus 48? Ooh, that feels like a very, very much a bug. Okay. Scavenger settlement. We approach them. We've warned them about the bandits. I mean, we should do this Red Ridge thing at some point. So let's see. They gave us... Wow, that's a good crafting tool. We're actually getting some decent loot this game. I feel like on average, the stuff we're getting from these events is better than usual. Maybe just because of the fact that we're taking on the events so much later than usual. Gather more grain and also more wood. Wow, you guys are not good at gathering wood. Okay, this should be a total gimme. Certainly not afraid of low-level Lightbringers anymore. Okay, the Stinger Nest. Okay, yeah, we could use our Zerka. We want to do this in the way that makes both of them like us more. Okay, 10 faction loyalty for the Stingers. And we're getting research material very quickly, which is excellent. And now we can trade with them for Bloodbone, which I don't have any interest in. I guess we should probably drop some stuff. I shouldn't be just walking around overburdened. Especially since we know I'm overburdened with garbage. Like, we definitely don't need that. That's 87 pounds right there. Give me a weight sort. This armor is bad and heavy. This armor is bad and heavy. Okay, problem solved. I can't remember. Do we have an option for dealing with the wandering groups? I think the option for dealing with the wandering groups doesn't raise rep, it just lowers it less than fighting them. So I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, see a bustling of light swirling in and out. So we approached this and didn't want to go for it last time, but now I feel pretty confident about a difficulty 5 yellow challenge. Let us tell these conflicted creatures that we can guide them to true illumination and help them be free again. Okay. Fingers crossed, everyone. Oh, apparently we don't have to manually resolve. I was prepared to manual that. Your voice, reinforced by the power of nature, soothes the Lightbringers. They listen, and you see a glimmer of recognition in their eyes as their unnatural bondage breaks. Sadly, most of them perish. Yep. We knew that was going to happen. So, I'm going to go ahead and just skip a bunch of the story, because we know the deal. Feel the touch of the divine upon you, and a call that beckons you to find another place, such as another such place in the lands of the ancient forest. Yeah, non-ideal. I mean, we were probably gonna have to go to Elf Island at some point. So do we want to increase Warshout again, or do we want to start? I mean, the amount of shielding you get out of parry is pretty small. Yeah, let's go ahead and just keep working Warshout. It's still a good weapon in purple challenges. Here's a question. Do I think we could do this thing now? Now that we have the help of the scavengers, could we just knock the Red Ridge thing out? Because I do want that other seed. I would love to make a ring. And I guess we should spend some wood to get some wood here. I still can't believe minus 48 goblin rep. Definitely not. I bet that it was supposed to be +2, but they forgot to like include the sign or something, and they ended up at what it actually does is set your rep with the goblins to 2. Because it's hard to imagine, even if they wanted it to really bomb your reputation out, why would they pick 38 as the number, right? Or 48, rather. Listen, with numbers, you get above 5, and they all start looking the same to me. I'm sure everybody else has this problem. Okay, this is the gold mine. We don't have to do this. We're already set on the Red Ridge thing, but we could get some advancement points here, so let's go ahead and do it. Proceed with caution and weapons drawn. Listen, I'm all about making deals here. Skip the story. Kill the bandits. We both get what we want. Okay. There we go. 3 advancement points. It's not a ton. So, there's not really a lot else around here to do. Just go back to Scavenger Village, take another job. Oh, hey! Finally! Cabbage Patch Kids. A human female. That's a thing worth having. That's not a very good way to put that. You know what I meant. That's a useful child. That doesn't really sound a lot better. I'm just gonna stop talking about it. Okay. So, talk to them about the demons and their side of the story. Tell them you have been to the places they sent you. I can't remember what the series of options is to follow to do the scavenger camp version of this thing. We did talk to the scavenger camp and get them to assist us, right? Let me make sure that that's actually represented in our logbook. It might be that whichever option you spoke to, whichever one you talked about last, overwrites the first one. Oh, I convinced the scavengers to leave because I was clicking through too fast. Well, that being the case, then I'll just tell them that. Yes, we killed the scavengers. Play along, perhaps they won't notice. They beat you badly, take all your stuff, and chase you away. Okay. And then he comes and talks to me and says, hey, there's a scavenger camp somewhere nearby. Which is not... Okay. So we're going to have to do this through a difficulty 7 red challenge now because I was not reading. I was trying to resolve things more quickly. Whatever, it doesn't matter very much because, again, we don't actually need to get it done. Okay, so we have expended, on that last turn, we expended all of the research. We have 5 advancement points now. So we could research some more advanced materials. We could make some stuff out of ancient wood now. I guess that's worth doing, right? You would prefer, of course, to get ancient wood and then make the next level of wood up. But that would require us to make a home on the Elf Island, that just sounds crazy. You probably don't need to be doing that anymore. I guess gather wood? We're sort of okay on materials for right now, I think. How long is left on that kid? It's got to be less than 10 turns now. Okay. We do need to deliver the other child back to the village. Okay, let's go and make friends with the scavengers. Intellect or nature, duo, whatever, yeah. Irrelevant events that are doing nothing but slowing me down. Anything I can help with? Would like to kill stuff for you. Okay, bandits. Sure, knock out some bandits, why not? Also, looks like they would like some wood. I certainly have wood. Okay, 3 rep. Totally worth it. Just gonna keep gathering grain, I guess. So part of the problem here, especially, I think this is more of an issue with the domination victory because the game is almost certainly going to be longer, is that you end up having to manage a bunch of systems that don't matter anymore past a certain point. In the early part of the game, when you're just trying to get stuff established, bandits seem determined to hunt. We could just lead them away, but also we could kill them. A quest from the faction called the Scavengers is not going to lead to anger if we kill some scavengers, right? Yeah, that was a good result. Yeah, like we just have... We have to manage food and we have to manage wood burning and stuff, but it's kind of boring to do now because we're all set. It doesn't really... There's no interesting decisions to make anymore. We just have to keep manually maintaining a thing that it would be cool if there was a way to automate after a certain point in the game. Alright, there's an unnatural force of the whatever. This is the village? Difficulty 4 red challenge? Whatever. Oh no, we lost stuff that I don't care about. Whatever shall we do? Go in and speak to her. Ask for a blessing of the soul. Do I have 5 Shadowbone? I do. I don't know where I got 5 Shadowbone. Would you teach us a thing? Sit, drink, and listen. And then she, okay, gives us some wisdom on the character who needs wisdom the least, and some rituals, which is a thing that's almost never good. Alright, if we could turn Greta into a witch as well, I'd be, like, pretty okay with that. Alright, I would like to help you out some more. Okay, we got to 50. Ask if you can visit the slave trader. Well, I do want people. We have some live uns, he says. Alright, obviously I would prefer to do this in a way that doesn't involve dealing with slave traders. Like, that's not actually useful. We have 2 of these dogs. I mean, I should probably just, like, hand over random garbage crafting materials first, right? Because we can be shedding weight while gaining value. And then, like, a hypnotic jewel we might actually hold on to. It's an okay item. This thing we could probably afford to part with. Don't really want this crummy armor. Or these terrible javelins. Any of this garbage. Okay, now we just need to make up about 3,300 more value. I think probably we're going to end up trading off one of the dogs. These dogs are identical, but for some reason this one's slightly more valuable. Oh, the dog made out of fish is more valuable than the dog made out of meat. Of course, why wouldn't he be? We don't need the dragon bone. That's another 1,000 right there, because we can certainly just gather all the dragon bone we need back home. And then we need to make up another 500. You know what? Here. Okay. Another body, another pair of hands. It's all good. So that was successful. Where is the Slavian village? Do we know? Do I know this off the top of my head? I certainly don't remember what this map actually looks like. But I suppose we can just head for the coast. Sort of. We can kind of make a roundabout move toward the coast. New guy. Did you come equipped with anything? You did not. Well, that's inconvenient. Like I said, we kind of have to just make back in the direction of town anyway, because we definitely want the child to be at the playground when the level up happens. So we'll sail up into the bay here and then across the narrow land bridge, and if we find a scavenger camp, we can, or a Slavian camp, we can just interact with them real quick. See if it is possible to drive our rep up with them. Where are we at with the Slavian? 15? That's doable. I'm so annoyed about this. Yeah, and it's not have been at some point in the game friendly with 5 factions. It's be friendly with 5 factions at the same time. That sucks. It's just crappy. Okay, we came across an abandoned... Well, yeah. We know the spirit thing. Okay. Took a little bit of a hit on our faith, and our faith isn't super high anyway. Ooh, that was nice. That was a good find. Maybe we should do a ritual. Like 5 fish and a lot of wood. 10 mushrooms and a lot of wood. Yeah. So we probably should not be sitting here with this little faith, just in case something serious happens. Okay. Yes, guide your child to their kin and ask them for training. I would love... Beastmaster, Boar Rider, Skirmisher, or send your child to the Cave of Spirits, where their fate will be left to the whims or wisdom of the goblin forefathers. I really thought the kid had enough mysticism. Yeah, 7.5 isn't enough? Child will often need a high stat in the appropriate field, proving... I wonder if it's the case that the option doesn't always appear even if you hit the threshold. Like, there might be a die roll in there somewhere. Well, let's see. We've had a skirmisher. We have a skirmisher now. They're fine. We probably don't need another one. Boar Rider is a strength-based thing. I kind of want to see something new. So Beastmaster being wisdom and perception together is certainly interesting. Let's try that. The child is trained as Beastmaster. Wow, that was a very direct... this is a very direct result there. Rejoice, I suppose. I don't really know what a Beastmaster is. I mean, I have a guess based on the name. Okay, the other group does not see you. Do I want to just fight some random scavengers? Not really, I don't care about this. I don't care about this enough to do that. I guess we want to cross here. So I actually left a ton of ruins unlooted. Let's have a look at our boar guy, our Beastmaster. The main heavy hitters of the goblin ranks do not to their own strength, but to their extraordinary ability to train beasts as loyal brothers in arms. The Beastmasters do not treat their animals as mere tools. They undergo secret rituals known only to their clans and are said to share spiritual bonds. So we have this convincing voice ability. Oh, interesting. It's an intelligence scaling attack that works in purple challenges. Kind of strange that with a wisdom-based class requirement, they don't actually have a wisdom skill, but they have an intelligence skill. But we could focus intelligence on this character. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Do we still have... We had a piece of jewelry... Oh, you know what? That might have been in the previous game. At some point we had a piece of jewelry that gave intelligence. We could probably just craft one, honestly. Alright, let's just get across here. An unliving skeletal procession is seen passing through your village at night. Well, approach the problem calmly, help the sick, you know how we do. Apparently we got sick ourselves a little bit. You know, it's always a risk. Oh hey, a terrain artifact that I missed. Well, we're definitely gathering that. I don't actually even care about this ruin. Let's, Oh, we can't quite make it to that space across the river. That's fine. Do we need... Well, I was going to say, do we need yet another reliable argument, but we certainly don't need toughness. Alright, 2 turns of chilling for that. Well, I have to say, I do not feel like this was a tremendously successful expedition. As you fall asleep, your dreams become heavy and unsettling. You toss and turn, you feel more and more unsettled, as your deepest, darkest fears become real. Yep, been there. Fortunately, we're okay at purple challenges kind of now, sort of. Well, here's really hoping this kid can grow up into a witch. Man, I really want intelligence on you. I sort of don't even want to take the wisdom. I'm a little leery of getting stuck in a loop of wisdom being offered all the time, but I mean, it's still a very good stat. Purple stats are actually way high. Why are your purple stats so good? That's weird. I guess we have that spiritual blessing, but even before that, 10 mysticism. It's weird that the purple stats on Knuckle turned out so high when... Because these are stat gains from the class to some degree, right? Yeah, very strange. I guess I'll take the mysticism. We do... Like, Knuckle is still the person holding that really good book. Okay, a terrain artifact will be useful back home. So let's go deliver this child. We can move some of the research people, or rather all of the research people. Actually, probably the best way to do that is like this. There we go. Get you guys over onto that. So that'll get us to a 7th advancement point. I'll tell you what, if nothing else, this game is going to earn us a very large number of God points. Sure. Wisdom, whatever. Unfortunately, a lot of our people are not going to actually be, like, big contributors. We have a lot of dudes who are kind of irrelevant, even though we don't really have that many people. Okay, we can get all the way over here and jump back in the water. When you think about it, it really is kind of impressive how quickly we're able to move this very large boat over land. You know what? In the village, I'm just going to let them do what they're doing. They got it under control. Okay, we have plenty of time left on the kid growing up. We don't have to worry about her suddenly sprouting into an adult at sea. It's another one of these. Well, you know, at least we're gaining stat points a lot. We're gaining maximum sanity and maximum faith. Our time out in the world is not worthless. Although sometimes the value of it is pretty negative. Did you? Hey, I told you to move. Yeah, I'm frustrated enough by that thing that clearly was wrong. Oh, man, thieves. Okay. This is kind of an annoying event, but I guess it is just the source of free advancement points, because you get all your stuff back. Where is the... Okay, down there. That'll be easy enough to knock out. And I've gotten distracted and I don't remember what I was saying. That's alright. It can't have been that important. Oh yeah, I'm so bummed out about... I'm so annoyed about that thing that clearly was not supposed to happen with the goblins that I kind of wonder if there's a way that I could get into my save and edit it and fix the value. Because right, there's no way. There's no way that was intended. Oof, what a bad level up choice. I guess... Goblin? We're using the points of research, right? Well, we should probably have the kid drop out of the party. Just so we can throw her in the town proper. Parlay with them, get all your stuff back. Get 15 more loyalty with the scavengers, which is kind of a crazy number. Kind of curious if the goblins will give us more work now. Nope. So yeah, I'm probably not even going to be able to fix that if I don't do something on like a save editing level. Really crummy. Okay, 11 turns on the kid growing up. Young Greta is not showing the stats from the playground yet. That's fair. She's got to play in it for a turn. That makes sense. How else would you get stats from a playground? So do we want to try this? Do we want to try knocking one of these out before the witch develops? We have the Beastmaster, who for some reason has a lot of mysticism and can kind of use the random blast book. We have not a ton else in here. You can summon an Elder Cone, so that's something. But we do have in the party some purple attacks. Not amazing stuff, but... Let's see, you can't do anything except Inspire in a purple challenge, I guess. She does have Energy Disturb. And she has enough Destiny that it's an okay attack. We're talking about difficulty 7, though, right? So you have Ghostly Axe on 38 damage. War Shout is a hammer attack for 17. It's a little on the slow side. This dude just has Trash Attack, and he doesn't even have Strength of the Swarm. Well, I mean, we could just try it because of the fact that the penalty for failure isn't super high. How's everybody doing, health-wise? We look okay. Let's give it a shot. Because I'm thinking, like, we could wait, you know, however many turns for the kid. It's not a lot of turns, right? But even once we've done that, the child's just going to be a very weak witch at first. So we're probably talking about a long wait before she's a witch that's powerful enough to really be important here. I'm torn. I'm trying to remember if we've ever attempted and failed at this, if there's a big penalty. Because obviously, if it's going to drop people's sanity or something, we have to be wary. I would hate to lose our grip now. Yeah, I guess let's wait for the kid to grow up at least. Okay, move some debris, whatever. That is an okay codex. 1.8 multiplier ice spike is pretty alright. Actually, the goblin probably has the wrong codex, huh? This one has Summon Unliving, but if we give him... Let's see, you're 1.1, 1.4... Where's that book that we just got? Hold on, did I... Yes, I did combine the parties. Am I just looking right past it? No, it's totally not here. Did I not actually take the... Huh. Huh. Okay, well... So if we swap the Ice Spike book onto... No, he doesn't have int right now. I wanted to scale his int for convincing voice, but he doesn't have it yet. It's a little awkward. Okay, and Hypnotic Jewel, yeah, Hypnotize is only usable in yellow challenges. So I guess we're just waiting on the kid. I should probably assign people to stuff. Okay, Ostrogniev and Bloodseeker got together and partied. I guess more levels of Trash Attack? There we go, though we got the children coming in pretty quickly now. It was probably just bad luck before. That seems fairly likely to me. Let's get some of this and some of that, and I don't know, we don't have enough Elven Wood. You can never have enough Dragon Bone. What else do we even really need? Like, we don't need more food, but we can gather more food. We just have a lot of people now. And everybody, because of how good the village idol is, everybody's kind of really good at gathering. I think I'm pretty much just going to hit end turn here for a second until the kid grows up. We'll see if we can indeed make her into a witch and then have a proper mysticism character. It's wild that it's taken us like 500 turns to put that together. We did not get children for a long time. The moment we have a male-female, or the moment we have a male human, all of a sudden the orc is like, hey, let's have kids. I guess orcs and goblins just don't want to get together. It's kind of a weird idea for every race in the game to only be okay with breeding with their own race. And also humans, of course, also humans. Like, are humans really that attractive? Like, to everyone? It seems strange. Okay, so Greta's looking at some pretty impressive stats here for a human child. Please tell me we can pursue the path of a witch. Yes, mysticism, chance, female. She did not become a witch. She became a ghost. This was actually really good for us last time, wasn't it? Yeah, look at that. She has 19 mysticism. Okay, I'm fine with that. I was kind of hoping for witch. Ghost is undead, which might actually be another race for the purposes of the having people of different races counter. We're on 5 now, so that's good. 20 followers is not, it's not like impossible, but because we have so little control over the rate at which new people show up, it's tricky to feel comfortable going for that. I would really love it if we could make some more progress in this direction. Okay, so she's got Ghost Touch, which is her fancy ghost version of Brute Force. It scales off Mysticism, which is fine. She doesn't actually have good purple skills. She has the book now, which is at least giving her 1.5 scaling on the random blasts. Now we could try it. I'm trying to see here. Is there any other... Like, we could give her a piece of jewelry. We did get a decent piece of jewelry. This thing. This Masterwork Shadow Jewel. So what's she look like now? She has 52 purple health with 24 purple armor. Most of us have more purple armor than that, but not by like a lot. You know what? I think she's actually going to be able to contribute like immediately. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Let's, we just need somebody to step out here. It can be her even. Somebody to step out and interact with this Lightbringer spawn. Hey... There you go. Interact with the Lightbringer spawn. Okay, let's try it. Victory with injuries. You know what? I'll just accept that, because it's so easy to restore purple health. So we got another Wraith. This one's just a pet. And for some reason, 31 clay. They burned their village down, and all that was left was ghosts and clay. Yeah, okay, I guess that sort of makes sense. Well, we should be able to do the other one as well. And again, this time granite. Hard to burn down the granite. The map model for a Wraith is fairly spooky. Also, look at the height of her. She towers over all of the buildings in the town. Okay, did we need to wait for her in order to get that done? Probably not. My guess is probably not. But we sure did get it done, like, extremely hard once we had her around to help. So now we have secured the area around our home, sort of, except we're no longer really friends with the goblins. I'm very bummed out about that setback. I'm going to look into fixing that, because it's definitely obviously a bug. But I think maybe this would be a good place to just call it for now. Unfortunately, I think there's some pretty not exciting stuff coming up where we're, like, waiting on resources, and there might be some off-camera time here, just to avoid the rest of the game being entirely tedious. So there will be an episode tomorrow. Come back then to see what I've gotten done, I guess, and we'll see you then.